Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And today we're going to discuss a pretty serious topic. We're going to discuss discovering a girl is damaged. Let's say you've been dating a girl for a couple of months and you're keeping it casual, and then you find out that she has a history. The big three that causes damage is number one, sexual abuse, as children or teens.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks because they're victims and they truly, no fault of their own.
Right.
But it does cause irreparable damage to girls.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
this early stuff. Two is alcohol, girls that have had a history of lots of drinking. Because any alcohol leads to promiscuity. And that really, no girl stops drinking because she's tired of having fun. She's tired of waking up and not knowing who's laying next to her.
And I do think that alcohol, especially at a young age, is much more a symptom of something bigger going on also.
Yeah, usually there's some kind of sexual abuse or bad relationships that they're covering up.
Yeah.
And then the third is drugs, and usually if somebody's done a lot of hard drugs over time and they came clean on the other side, but the damage is done. And those are the three big ones. So if you're dating a girl for some time, and then you discover one of these three things is in her history,
and probably more than one of these.
Yeah, they all tend to go together.
They do.
You don't get the promiscuity without the alcohol, blah, blah, blah. You have to distance yourself from her.
Yeah.
Because damaged girls, we always say damaged girls are great for fucking. They're great for fun, but you can't do anything serious with them. Because here's the mindset. This is her thinking. I'm a piece of shit. And if I'm a piece of shit and he treats me well and is good to me, he must be a bigger piece of shit than I am. Mm-hmm. And they dump you. They cannot not fuck it up. You could date them, you could marry them.
You could have children.
You could have children. But inevitably, the damage will resurface and they will have to fuck up the relationship.
And it truly is like detonating a bomb. The casualties spread far and wide.
It comes out of nowhere. It's just like the guys that travel for work and then they come home and they're like, what do you mean you've been having an affair for a year?
Yeah.
The girl was damaged already. It had nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
But she could not live the Cinderella fairy tale because she didn't feel like she deserves it.
She knew she wasn't worthy of it.
And this is really common. It's really common.
And I think it's becoming more and more common. The more broken homes we have, the more violence just becomes a normal part of our day-to-day lives. I think there are a lot of factors as to why I feel like this is snowballing. This is a snowballing cause and effect. Again,
and if you can kind of identify, if they're heavy drinkers now, it's in your face. But one of the biggest risks is, because you always kind of have your antenna up when you're dating a girl initially, for any fatal flaws. She's like gets really ripped every time you guys go out, or you have a problem there. But this is where you discover there's a history somewhere. She might even have her shit together at this point in her life,
or at least pretend like it.
Yeah, but it's always under the surface. Girls, when they get dumped, they go through sexual abuse, heavy drug use, heavy alcohol use. It damages them, and unlike men who kind of like recover and you can come back, girls carry that with them, and like we said, inevitably they will fuck up whatever good relationship they're in. Kind of like you see the girl dating one criminal after another, then she's with a guy that's pretty straight for a while, and then she's with another criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Because they cannot not do it,
Well, and we see a lot of genuinely good-hearted men.
Yes.
You know, I hate to say Captain Save-A-Ho, but it truly comes across that way because, you know, truly good-hearted men will come in and recognize this damage, but think that they can either help them or pull them out of this.
They don't know.
And inevitably, it's like detonating a bomb.
Yeah, it's like carrying a bomb around with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and guys are hardwired to save women, save children, and a lot of guys feel like they're doing the right. I mean, there's this compelling, deep-seated. You're compelled to help. You know, especially if you have the means and you know you have an emotional bond with the girl. But the problem is that it's inevitable that she'll fuck it up. So it's better for you to put your distance when you discover these things.
Well, and one thing that we were talking about also is even if you don't marry this girl, even if you're not making babies with anybody, even if you're keeping it pretty light and casual and just keeping her as a fuck buddy, it can still draw you in and fuck you because inevitably there will be some drama that comes into her life and you're the most stable thing in her world. So you're the first call that she makes when the drama hits, when, you know, whatever the example is, that she's going to call you and you're going to do the right thing, quote unquote, and help her. And that sucks you in. The next thing you know, you've got like 5 people living in your living room and it was only going to be for 2 nights, but now it's been 5 months and all kinds of weirdness. You're out money, you're out time, you're out resources, you're not able to see other girls. All kinds of weird stuff happens.
We do see guys that are like, I moved her in, and then her mom moved in, and then
all kinds
brother-in-law
of
moved in. You're
stuff
like, crazy
to
stuff.
Happen.
And we're talking about guys that unfortunately don't know any better. And if you're a guy that kind of has his shit together, and she'll hide this stuff from you, and something goes south, it's one of the reasons they disappear for a while, because something has gone awry, then they'll show back up.
Yeah.
They're like on a bender, or an ex-boyfriend showed up.
But the bottom line is we recommend distancing yourself. Once you've discovered damage in a girl's, serious damage like this in a girl's past, we suggest completely distancing yourself, because even if as a casual relationship, it will eventually, there will be shrapnel that hits your life. Yeah. And if you value your life and your future, it's just not a good idea to involve yourself with that kind of person.
And we're talking about damage, not girls that have the normal college experience of going out, and you're like, well, I don't, or they go to girls' night out and you don't like it. This is not, we're talking about abuse, alcohol, drug use. Yeah. The big 3.
Even I would say eating disorder, that does a lot of damage to girls. It's true. And it's, again, like the drugs and alcohol, it'll
resurface.
It's a symptom that something more is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our take on, when you discover a girl is damaged. Hopefully, you won't run into this. But
likelihood is you will.
yeah. If you date a lot of girls, you're going to find, especially, and that's the risk, is and it will come out slowly, and then you'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I really liked her.
I really liked her, and that's okay, because that's what you'll have to explain it down the road when you're not taking a beating. Yeah. Because it's inevitable. She'll fuck it up. Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
It'll affect you. It'll take you down with her.
So we wish you guys the best.
Bye.